All right, I want to look at what's called initial value problems. And in an initial value problem, you're given a function's derivative and the value of the function at one point, and you're asked to find the function itself. So let's take a look at this one. Suppose they give us f prime of x is 1/3 and f of 1 equals 5. Find f of x. Now, this one is actually a problem that you've solved before in pre-calculus. It was just written a little differently. If you think about what this says, this right here tells you that the slope of f of x is always 3. I'm sorry, always 1/3. And this right here, this is our initial value. Says that the function value at 1 is 5. So this is really a problem where they give you a point on the function and the slope and ask you to find the function. And it's a line. How do we know it's a line? Because the slope is constant. So if you think about this, this tells you the shape of the graph, and this just tells you like where to put it. So this tells us this over here tells us the slope is 1/3. So if we look at that, that would tell us this function is f of x equals 1/3 x plus c. And notice if we move that c around, change the c, it just changes where this function is. So let's actually write this out the way we would do this in calculus. We'd say f prime of x is 1/3. So that means f of x is 1/3 x plus c. And this is, I'm going to put a wavy box around it because it's almost our answer. Once we've got that, we just have to solve for c. And we'll do that using the initial value. F of 1 is 1/3 times 1 plus c. And f of 1 is also 5. So I just have to solve this equation here for c. So let's see, what's it say? C plus 1/3 is 5. So c is 5 minus 1/3. C is therefore, let's see, 5 times 3 is 15, minus 1 is 14 over 3. So that means my answer, I'll write over here, f of x is 1/3 x plus 14 over 3. And if we come back over here and graph this, let's see, 1/3 x plus 14 over 3, it gives us that graph there. And what did they tell us in the problem? They said that f of 1 is 5. So that means the point 1, 5 should be on the graph. And sure enough, it is right there. All right. So let's do another example. G prime of x is equal to this, and g of 1 is 6. Find g of x. All right. So again, we'll take the antiderivative first. So that's going to be capital G. Or actually, no, it's not capital G. It's just little g. Okay, what's the difference? Well, we're given g prime, so we take the antiderivative of this to get back to g. If we took the antiderivative again, that would give us capital G. So this is just little g. So little g is going to be 8 times x cubed gives me x to the 4th over 4, plus 12 times x squared over 2, plus 3x, plus the constant. And so I can clean this up into 2x to the 4, plus 6x squared, plus 3x plus c. So that's my function. Now I'll use my initial value up here to solve for c. G of 1 is going to be 2 times 1 plus 6 times 1 plus 3 times 1 plus c. And let's see, they told us that g of 1 is 6. So I just have to solve this equation now for c. Let's see, on this side I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus c equals 6. So c equals 6 minus 11. So c is negative 5. So that tells me my final answer is g of x is 2x to the 4 plus 6x squared plus 3x plus c, so minus 5. And that's my answer. All right, I want to do a couple more of these. This one right here, f prime of x is 5 minus x, and f of 2 is negative 1. All right, so f of x, antiderivative of this, 5 gives me 5x. X gives me x squared over 2. I get my plus c. All right, so f of 2 is going to be 5 times 2 is 10 minus 2 squared over 2 plus c equals negative 1. So let's see, this is 10 minus 2 squared over 2. So that's 8 plus c equals negative 1. So that gives me c equals negative 9. So my answer is going to be f of x is 5x minus 1/2 x squared minus 9. So let's check this one on Desmos. The function I got was, let's see, 5x minus 1/2 x squared. Actually, checking it here, I don't know that this is really doing all that much, because it's given us this parabola. And what was the point? We're supposed to have 2, negative 1 on here. And sure enough, that shows up on there. That shows that we got the right initial, it shows that we got the right constant, but it doesn't really tell us that we got the right answer. We just know that we got the right answer because we did it correctly. All right, let's do this last. Is this the last example? It's the last one for this section. Let's do it, and then we'll cut the video and pick up on the next one. But let's see. F prime of x is equal to 3 over 1 plus x squared, and f of 0 is 1. All right, so you just have to look at this and recognize that this gives us f of x is 3 times arctan, or inverse tan, of x. All right, so now we've got to use our initial value. F of 0, let's see, 3 times arctan of 0 plus c equals 1. Now arctan of 0 is 0, so this just gives us c equals 1. So our final answer is going to be f of x equals 3 arctan of x plus 1. And that's pretty much it. All right, we'll pick up here in the next video.